Well, hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you a brand new journal I got. I'm going to unbox it. We're going to do it together and it is so special. This is the bag it came in. It's the Montblanc Matisse journal that goes with the new Matisse pen, and I'm a huge fan of Matisse. Anybody who's ever followed me can see the influence, and I'm an artist, so if you don't know, I'm Kelly. Hi, please be welcome at my channel. Anyway, I'm gonna just share some casual, fun sketching and journaling on this channel, and I'm so glad you're here to join me. So I got to go down to the Montblanc shop down in Boca Raton, and it was a treat. I mean, these places are very pricey, obviously, so sometimes it can be kind of intimidating, right? So I don't do a lot of that kind of thing, and just like when I want to go for like a specific reason. So I decided to go down there and I had an amazing time. I highly recommend going into the Montblanc store, and I had a great time. I'm going to show some clips of it. The salespeople were amazing. I mean, they just were so much fun. We laughed. We had a great time. I actually even met people in the store, and they're going to come to my gallery. I mean, it was a good time. So a very good vibe down there. That's the town center at Boca Raton is where I went. And I know they have locations around the world. So look and see if you have one near you. They let you practice with the pens and try some stuff out. And I don't own a Montblanc pen, but I do love fountain pens. And so maybe someday, who knows, but this is what my husband actually bought this for me that day when I was talking to a customer. So this is the bag. It's beautiful. It's one of those shopping bags that I'll tuck away somewhere and use again. So it comes like this, and then they just put this in here and give you another like card stock level box wrapping with their logo, the Montblanc logo, and the embossed finial star, which they're famous for. So let's see how this opens up. I have not opened this since I got it, and you can see this journal was made in Italy. It's the notebook medium Matisse, and then there's some codes and things on there. So it just has like an envelope style. You just open it up. Oh my gosh. This, I know the camera's not picking up. This is velvet. Let's see if I can get it. It is so cool. Oh, wow. I just don't know. Am I going to be able to write in this? You know, this is one of those things that you're going to be like, this is too precious to use, but I really want to because it inspires me. He's a great inspiration to me. And this is, I guess, a piece of their paper. I didn't know this was in here. And it's like a nice linen textured paper. And I will get the ruler out in a minute and measure all this. So this is a little enameled finial of the star. It is so stunning on here because it looks shiny and it has like the bezel and everything. It stands off of the cover a little bit, and I like it, you know, because it's not too much. It's not too noticeable, but it's just a really delicate little touch. The star of the show is this fabric, and of course this is one of Matisse's famous cutout pieces that he did after he was older and unable to stand and in a wheelchair, and he had scissors and painted paper he cut out. So this is the height of his fame, I would say, and I cannot remember the name of this piece. If you remember, put it down below and tell me if you love this as much as I do. I love the simplicity. He obviously studied the figure, and he was a well-trained classical painter before he became a modernist. And I think that shows. And I just could look at this forever. So you could kind of like see how it would move like that, it has a pile to it, the fabric, but then it goes right back down. Okay, and then this is like a heavy cotton canvas. Oh my gosh, I get it. This is a canvas because he's a painter. I love that. I think that is so charming. Okay, what's in here? Oh, another, this is just printed on there. It's their emblem, and it says Montblanc with a fountain pen. That's their, I guess, their insignia, their signature. So that is in the front, very front cover. And then you open it up and you have lined pages. It feels like a very nice paper for fountain pens. I can kind of tell, I'm sure they've worked that out. And then at the bottom of the page is just a little Montblanc in block letters. So it looks like it's about 3/4 of an inch thick. I don't know how many pages it is. And then let's see what's in the back. And it is made in Italy, even though Montblanc is made in Germany, but they have this made in Italy. And this has an illustration in the back. It says that inspired by the facade design of the Montblanc house, a place to inspire writing. So there's a Montblanc house. Who knew that? I don't know. That would be house in English. Oh, this is just stunning. And then the other thing it has, which I always appreciate, tell me if you do too, is a place to, or a ribbon to keep your place in your book. I like that. It's definitely a little added touch, and it has the Matisse blue, and it's just a simple grosgrain ribbon, but it's just really charming. Let's see, I think what I'll do is, I know I said I might not use this, but I really want to show you guys how the fountain pen writes on here. So let's do a page in the back. Okay, so it's not going to stay open by itself. It doesn't sit open. And then I also almost forgot, let's do a measurement of this. I love to know how big things are. I don't know about you. I want to know if they're going to fit or this and that. This is 6 inches by almost 8.5. So I'd say it's about an A5, maybe a little bigger. And then the depth is 3/4 of an inch. So this is, you know, for me, this is a pretty standard size that I would buy. Right now, just to give you an idea, this is my typical journal size. And this is the one I have now. So this is pretty much what I would buy, just something, I don't know if I got this at Walmart or, you know, just who knows, but I do just keep my thoughts down, and I take photos and put them in here. And then I also will do little drawings and try to just write down things that are going on in life. That's some ink I bought. So this is my typical journal. I've never been I'm pretty much a minimalist, so I've never been real fancy. But this works for me, and I have dozens of these from over the years. And I will see how I do with something this fancy. I'm very excited to use this. I think I'm going to have to use this, you guys. Like, it's just too cool. Now, if I remember correctly, this was a pretty expensive little item, and I want to say it was like $170 at the store. So this is, you know, a premium item and something really special, and maybe I'll save it for a trip or something, like if I get to go to Europe, which I would hope I get to soon. We're kind of talking about that. So maybe I'll do that. Okay, but before we go, let's do one more thing, or two more things. First, I want to test out some fountain pen writing on here, and then I just want to show you quickly some of my favorite watercolor palettes, because I have a lot, and I've used many over the years. But let me just tell you about, this is a newish pen I have, and let's try it out. I believe it has like a peacock ink right now, and I'm going to bend this a little bit. Let's look at the spine. It is a cloth bound spine, so it's pretty sturdy. I'm sure this thing is going to hold up, but it probably will get dirty. I mean, this is just like a cotton duck. It's unprimed, and you can see some of the specs. This is the way canvas looks before you put gesso on it, right? For all that painters out there. Okay, let's see how this writes. I gotta hold it with one hand and go with another. Oh yeah, very smooth. Very smooth. I don't have handwriting up to snuff right now. And you can see this is the Matisse Montblanc journal. And I'm very happy. I really like it. It's very smooth. This is going to be really fun to write in. It will be a treat. I might save it, or I will keep you posted what I do with this, because tell me what you would do with something like this. Give me some ideas, because like I said, I've been pretty minimalist. I've never been fancy about any of this, so let me know what you would do. Would you make it special, or would you just go ahead and just use it as your everyday journal? I would love some ideas. So, okay, let us move on to what else I was going to show you. So these are some of my favorite watercolor palettes, and I may do a video going deeper into these. I pretty much could not probably have too many of these, and some of these I've bought and put the paint in it myself, and some of them I've just used the pans as they come. This isn't even all that I own. For example, this one, I bought a Cotman set. This is a field set by Winsor Newton, and I bought a Cotman set, which is the student level, so that would be like under $30, whereas the artist level is closer to $90. And this is such a cool little set. It's actually, my husband's using it right now, and I set it up for him. Let's see if I can get this to work. Okay, so it pulls out. This is so cool. And then you put your thumb here. This is if you were just standing or sitting somewhere. And then this little thing is where you put your water. So you can sit there and hold it with your left hand and use this palette to mix up your colors and then paint into whatever you have, your sketchbook or your journal. And you see that it breaks down into a very compact setup. Now, what I did with this is I took out the what are these called? The pans that were there, because they were student grade, and I used my Winsor Newton tubes to refill them. So I have an artist quality palette for under $30. And Winsor Newton has amazing watercolors. And then my husband put some like little strips on here, so it can be used with a magnetic sketch board out in the field that will just hold it for him in place. And I'll show you that in another video, because we made some of those. This is the Karen Dash Gouache Studio set. This is not artist quality, meaning it's not light fast, but this is one of my favorite little sets. I just love it. I'm a Karen Dash fan. I just love their logo. I love everything they do. This is a pretty premium little gouache set, and that's why I wanted one, because I do sell my work and I want to know that it's going to be light fast. So I'll just quickly go through these because the video is getting long. So this is the gouache set from Stone Ground, and those are light fast. Then I have a Winsor Newton artist grade. This is an old palette I had of a Van Gogh that I repurposed with the artist grade paints, kind of similar to what I did with the other Winsor Newton student field box. So these are all artist grade. Their colors are just so saturated and stunning. This is the Daniel Smith. I bought their 12 color and then added 12 of my own colors with tubes. So you can really customize your watercolor setup. This was a fun buy, like just an impulse buy. I got these sparkly paints, which I love, and I wouldn't do this for sale. I would just do this in my sketchbook probably, because I don't know how light fast those are. And I have had watercolor at art shows fade right in front of my eyes, and it's kind of horrifying. This is the Schminky. This is real. This is premium, and I really do love this. I don't use this as much. The colors aren't. I don't have the variety in here, but I am going to be using it more. I need to remember to do that. They are absolutely stunning. And these little palettes are great. They fit into a bag. They fit into your carry-all. And you can add some sketches into your journaling. So just to give you a sneak peek and a teaser, this is my sketchbook from this year, and these are just a couple of pages, and I'm going to do some sketchbook tours, but I just play around in this. I just have ideas and I want to explore. This is some line and wash, so I stay tuned, and I'm going to do some more. You can see how much this is just from the last few months. I'm going to do some sketchbook tours, so definitely follow, and I would love to have you. I'm so excited to be here. And that was it for today. So I hope you enjoyed my unboxing, and leave a comment and a like, and thanks for coming by. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.